Hello, I hope all is well. So yesterday I decided to buy 20k Cannonballs and set up my cannon at Dagannoths for two purposes really. One, I needed the range experience. I was only level 78 range on my main and needed to get that up quite a bit. And two, I was curious to see what ratio of bad seeds to good seeds I would get, as well as how many total seeds. I was thinking this might be a great way to acquire seeds on an Iron Man, or even possibly as a way to make money. I'm not sure how common Snapdragon or Torstal seeds are, and that's what I wanted to find out. It did take me 5 hours, as I got through about 4k cannonballs per hour, about 1,000 every 15 minutes. It's usually pretty crowded up here. I had to hop around quite a bit before finding an empty world, but I did eventually find one. And I'm wearing melee gear up here with a whip to train defense as well. And that's because you don't need to be wearing range gear for cannon accuracy. It actually just bases it on your highest total combat accuracy stat. So for me, in this case, it's melee. And I also wanted the melee armor so that I would have stronger defense against the Dagannoths and be able to stay longer. I realized I could have just worn Guthans and healed with the spear, but I wanted the higher accuracy of the whip, and also it doesn't take very long at all to bank. You just teleport to Grand Exchange with a Ring of Wealth and then run to the Fairy Ring, which takes you right to the lighthouse. So the whole banking trip is like a minute, maybe a minute and a half. And I did decide to keep my seeds with me the whole time so that I could kind of see the collections growing, but I was banking things like gems and half keys and such. So I opted for a Ring of Wealth instead of my Berserker Ring Eye, and that's just so it would automatically pick up the small amounts of coins that these guys drop. I thought it'd be interesting to see how many coins I would get because I'd probably be killing thousands of these. I also brought a Bone Crusher, and that's a way to get a small amount of prayer experience, but also more importantly to get an exact count for how many Dagannoths I kill. So that could be interesting to see how many Dagannoths I'm actually able to kill with my 20k Cannonballs. This is actually really semi-AFKable. You only need to check back every 20 to 30 seconds or so to refill your cannon and pick up any seeds on the ground so you don't miss them. You could very easily watch Netflix or play another account. I'll be honest, I was actually playing some old PlayStation 3 NCAA football. I hadn't played that game in years. It was a lot of fun, and I was able to completely focus on both things, so it was pretty awesome. So it's not very often that I buy or sell seeds, so I was unaware how low the prices were on a lot of them. So I could pretty safely say, before even checking the value at the end of this, that I was going to take a pretty big loss, considering that 20k Cannonballs cost about 3.6 mil, and I knew there was no way I was going to make anywhere near that back with the seeds. But if you are an Iron Man, it's still maybe one of the best ways to acquire seeds, as I did get about 18 Snapdragon seeds and 5 Torstal seeds in 5 hours. Alright, using up the last few cannonballs here, and there's my collection of seeds from 20,000 cannonballs. Throw in a couple other drops, managed to get over 50k cash just from a few coins at a time. You can see 1.5 to 1.6 mil there, and half of that comes from the 18 Snapdragon seeds, and another like fifth of it comes from just 5 Torstal seeds. So we knew those were going to be the main money makers, as most of the other seeds are pretty low value. So 321 seeds in 3,293 kills, so very consistent, about 1 seed per 10 kills, and there is a breakdown of the seeds I got. As for the experience, I got 455k range experience in 5 hours off 20k Cannonballs. That's 22.75 experience per cannonball, 91k experience per hour, and 4.4 GP per experience as a cost. I also got 266k defense experience, but that could have easily been switched out for ranged experience if I'd been using a crossbow instead of a whip. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you found this video interesting, and I will see you next time.